Good evening, I'm Mike Hoss.
And I'm Lucy Bustamante. Dennis and Angela are off tonight. For the first time since the Deepwater Horizon rig exploded, oil has now been spotted in parts of Lake Pontchartrain.
Crews found tar balls in the lake near the Treasure Island subdivision in Slidell. This has also forced fishing closures in parts of Lake Pontchartrain and other local lakes. Scott Satsfield is covering that part of the story.
But first, North Shore Bureau Chief Doug Mouton saw the tar balls that washed ashore in the lake, and he begins our live coverage from the lakefront in Mandeville. Doug.
Yeah, Lucy, Mike, Dr. John Lopez with the Lake Pontchartrain Basin Foundation said this morning he doesn't know what the middle or the end will bring, but he says this is the beginning. The oil is not all over the lake. It's not here near Mandeville, but it is in the lake for the first time east of Slidell. This afternoon on the eastern edge of Lake Pontchartrain, a sight no one wanted to see. Workers in white Tyvek suits scooping tiny pieces of emulsified oil out of the lake at the edge of the Treasure Isle subdivision. They're just like quarter size.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. This is the second wave of scoopers working this area.
We collected this morning. As you can see, we're collecting this afternoon, and it's very likely it's going to be going on into the evening as well.
A little further out, at the line of barges designed to stop the oil, the Coast Guard sent out surveillance boats to find oil, then skimmers to pick it up. The Coast Guard says that helped them get the bigger collections of oil here.
The smaller stuff, we are using these guys over here to kind of collect the smaller patches, and they're just using those little fish nets there, and it's actually very, very easy to pick up the tar balls because they kind of clump together, so it's working very, very efficiently so far.
This is what the oil looked like in the water. Jared Bullock was fishing this morning when the tide brought the tar balls to him.
It was about 9 o'clock this morning.
And tell him what happened.
Started rolling up.
You saw him?
Oh, yeah.
And sometime during the night it came through the Wrigley's in different spots. We contained some at the barges. They're out there working it, skimming it. And some of it got here. This is the first sighting at Treasure Isle.
In the water, these tiny tar balls look like wood chips, but clearly this is emulsified oil here in St. Tammany Parish. And the family that lives here say they saw a lot of these little tar balls early this morning.
They were about, the biggest ones were about that big.
Like a $50
Yeah,
size,
there were a lot of them, though.
You know, the modeling indicates probably this oil, most likely it was moving toward Alabama and Florida at one point, and then it was this east wind we had over the last few days kind of pushed it back toward the lake.
John Lopez pulled this tar ball out of the Wrigley's yesterday. Now, many more smaller versions have made their way into the lake.
Yeah, certainly not something that represents a catastrophic oiling or threat, but it is maybe the kind of the leading edge of maybe something larger that could be coming.
The leading edge. And St. Tammany Parish President Kevin Davis said that Coast Guard flights this morning did see more oil sheen around Half Moon. That's about 8 miles from the Wrigley's Pass. And he says as long as the winds continue blowing from the east, that there's a possibility more oil could threaten Lake Pontchartrain. Reporting live from the North Shore, Doug Mouton, Channel 4 Eyewitness News. Mike, Lucy.
All right, Doug, thanks very much.